Hey guys, Letter Magic here, and it's finally time for some Modern Horizons 2 spoilers. This is actually the second set of spoilers we saw a couple last week. So first up we got Grief, which is a brand new card. Remember, at least the last Horizon set was 50% new cards and 50% reprints, all of which are going directly into Modern, and the last set brought a ton of them up from Eternal formats, so basically like Commander and Legacy and Vintage, up to Modern. So this is a 4-cost Mythic Rarity 3/2 with Menace. It's an Elemental Incarnation. And when this card enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand, you choose an online card from it, and they discard it. And then it has Evoke, which basically means you get the effect without keeping the creature. Instead of costing mana, the cost for the Evoke effect is to exile a black card from your hand. So a free hand disruption on turn 1. That won't be a problem in Modern, will it? So yeah, appropriate name for this card. Next up we got Rishidon Dockhand. So this is a brand new card, and this is a good time to remind everybody we're going to have regular, extended art, alternate art borderless frames, and stupid, ugly, god-awful retro frames. Although this one doesn't have a borderless alt, and then I believe the last one I said, Grief, doesn't have a retro frame, but I could be wrong. We could just not have seen it yet, and God help you if you try and figure out what pack has what card in it or what frame type, or, well, then you got foils on top of it. It's like, can you even get a retro frame foil? Does it exist? Extended art versus foil. Do you even have a shot at it in the non-collectors? Borderless. Does the card even have a borderless? What pack is it in? Is it always foil? Is it never foil? Is it sometimes foil? Do you only get the foil in one of the packs? I mean, this is honestly a complete and utter nightmare, to the point where people are actually like now making fun of this in memes. When it's so confusing that nobody knows what's in what, me included, and I'm the one reporting on it, I think it's time to rethink your product design strategy there, Wizards. So anyway, this 79-cent card has Island Walk. It's a 1/2 merfolk. Oh, good. And if you pay 1 and tap it, you can tap target land, in which case they can just tap it in response. But it would force them to then use the mana before the next phase, otherwise it would drain out of their mana pool. So this is an incredibly obnoxious, overpowered troll merfolk card. Exactly what Modern needed. How did they know? Boy, they are just... Their grasp on what the community wants for fun and enjoyable gameplay is just spot on. Next up, Timeless Dragon. So another new card here, and it's a 5-cost white dragon, 5/5 with flying, with planes cycling. So you discard a planes to cycle it, right? Well, that's what you would think. No, actually, you pay to discard this card and then search your library for a planes card. So in other words, not cycling, it's a tutor effect. Cycling would be grabbing the next card off the top of your library. In fact, planes cycling by a stretch would be reveal cards from the top of your library until you hit a planes. But no, it doesn't do that. So why they named it this? No idea. And then even though there were no really dragons or white dragons on Amonkhet, we've got Eternalize. Because at this point, why the hell not? So you pay 4 and you bring this back as a black zombie dragon, which I guess isn't also white. Okay. And it's a 4/4. Don't ask me what the point of this is. I have no idea. So next up, Dakon's back. Oh boy, except this time he's a planeswalker, although the last time he was in the storyline, I don't think planeswalkers were invented. By the way, Dakon Blackblade from Legends is like $200. Strangely enough, the same damn card from Chronicles is $1.99, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean, Legends is like old, but it ain't no $200 old. So Dakon with the Blackblade there, I think he was one of the first users of it, or the inventor of it, or I don't remember. Well, he's back at it again with his famous 3-color combination. He's a legendary planeswalker, Dakon, of course. Starts with 0 loyalty, except that he enters battlefield with a number of loyalty counters on him equal to the number of lands you control, so that's huge. And then he has +1 Surveil 2. I don't even remember what that does. Then -3 exile target creatures, so they went with the most vanilla planeswalker archetype possible there. And then -6, you may put an artifact card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. I mean, that's, you know, it's free casting. It's still conditional, kind of zone-based-ish. But for 6, it's interesting. I mean, you might be able to bring them out for 6 and just ult them immediately. I think that's why they watered it down a lot. So, I mean, I don't love this color combination. I don't love this card, but it's not, you know, pushed or broken. So, all right. Next up, Flame Tongue Yearling. And, as I'm looking these up, okay, there is a fifth? Is it? Fourth? Wait, okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to count foils, 10th or whatever, different way to get this card. Or, well, variation, I should say. You can also get a showcase frame, which is like a black and white pencil sketch of it. I guess that's the one I'll use for the art here. So what are these? What's it going to do to the prices and the supply? What pack do you get them in? I don't know. Write the different types of packs on the wall and throw a throwing knife at it. Whatever it hits, that's probably what it is. That would be more accurate than me trying to guess. So this is a 2-1 for 2 Cavu with multi-kick or 2. You can kick it multiple times, obviously. It enters battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each time it was kicked, which is not very good. But when it enters battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Kind of neat. Probably not worth dumping, 8 mana into it compared to, like, other things that cost 8 mana in Modern, but okay. So next up, we got Thresta, Tempestus Roar, which has an alternate art borderless. Does it have an extended? I don't know. Can you get it in foil? I don't know. Borderless foil? No idea. Showcase frame? Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, you get it. So it's a 12-cost dinosaur 7/7 because of course it is. And this spell costs 3 less to cast for each spell cast this turn because of course it does. Trample and haste because of course it has that. Trample over planeswalkers, also known as Mega Trample. Do I really need to explain what that does? It's Plains Trample. I mean, come on. And it has hexproof as long as it entered the battlefield this turn. So they are dropping this in, and it's swinging, and it's going past whatever blocks it or whatever the target is, no matter what, and there is absolutely nothing you can do to stop it except for, like, a passive untargeted spell. So, this is insanely annoying, and the only way it's coming out is in a very, very broken, degenerate spell spamming deck, or by being free cast. So, just degeneracy in card form. Almost every card so far has been just trash. Just the worst thing you could possibly do to the Modern format for the enjoyability and fun level to go up. So, they've done exactly the opposite. I'm ready to write off this entire set, but I don't play Modern, so I don't care, and I'm only interested in the money, and honestly, right now this is about a $12 card on pre-order, so whatever. Next up, we got Unmarked Grave. It's a 2-cost sorcery. Search your library for a non-legendary card. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle. Wow, so a tutor that puts something directly into the graveyard, which used to be the zone for stuff that was gone almost irrecoverably. Now it's like, nah, just set it straight up. You're bringing it back. You're going to resurrect it. This is just, the setup before the volleyball spike right here. This is right up there with them, like, using the exile zone with the Eldrazi. It's just, that's not how that zone is supposed to work. And just graveyard anything. Graveyard mechanic decks are among the most hated in really any format in the game. So it's like they're purposely trying to ruin Modern. This is definitely going to top the amount of damage that they did with MH1, which was Modern Horizons 1. And that thing was like an absolute wrecking ball to the Modern format. This is going to make that look like a splash in the pond. So next up, Profane Tutor. Suspend 2, because Suspend is always fair, and spells that cost 0 are just fantastic and totally not abusable. So this is another card. I guess it's been confirmed in extended art and retro frame. There's got to be some pattern to this, but if there is, I'm not seeing it. I mean, I guess rarity are all the mythics borderless. I don't know. I don't think we've seen enough cards to make an assumption here, and I didn't watch the live stream, and there's no article explaining this. Here's a fun little hint for you, Wizards. If we just get to the point where they say, you know what, just buy the pack and open it, what you get is what you get. You don't have to try and map out, what exact variation. Just open the pack and see what you get. Well, if I don't know what I'm potentially opening or buying, I'm just not going to, because I want to have a concept of, like, my chances of pulling something worthwhile. So anyway, this trash, you pay 2 to put it into Suspend, and then 2 turns later you get to actually cast it. So then it's just a tutor. So search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, then shuffle. So if you find a way to cast this without Suspend, which is kind of the goal, that's just how Suspend works, unfortunately. There you go, free tutor for 0. What could go wrong? How could that possibly be like a turn 1 or 2, infinite combo or game-winning glass cannon combo. I can't think of anything. Come on. Don't be silly. That's not possible. Next up, we've got the retro frame of Force of Negation. One of the sources I'm looking at here says that you can only pull the retro frame in foil and not regular? You know what? I have no idea what's going on here. That's the MH1 symbol, so is this even in the set? Why is this even on the list? I'm not going to go watch the stupid live stream VOD just to find out, so I don't know what the hell this is. Next, another card with the MH1 symbol that's for some reason listed under spoilers. Okay. I mean, I don't think it was printed in this old school frame last time, so are they going to have cards that literally are in MH2 with the wrong set symbol just to put them in this ugly, god-awful old frame that for some reason 60% of you like? Boy, that white text on a white background, that really improves the readability, guys. That looks great. So, okay, I guess, I don't know, this might be in the set, might be in one of the boosters, might be a bonus card insert, might not really be part of it. I actually can't read the number on the bottom because this frame is complete ass. But would the number even be relevant? That's the wrong set symbol. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Somebody who actually bothered to, watch the live stream, first of all, what the hell's wrong with you? Go do anything else with your time. And 2, please disclose what the hell's going on down in the comment section for the rest of us. Next up, Cabal Coffer is a mythic land. It's a black land, I guess. You pay 2, tap it, and add 1 black mana to your mana pool for each swamp you control. So, kind of devotion, but better, I guess. I mean, there's more direct ways to do this. Just play Cryptghast, except this is a land, and Cryptghast is a creature. Well, plus this is a one and done. It's not a true doubler and, etc. But this is an amazing card. So I've never personally heard about this, but apparently it was in Torment and Plane Chase. And it is a $90 and $100 card respectively in those sets, and it is currently pre-ordering an MH2 for $40. There's also a promotional version, an FNM foil. Holy crap, that would be a fun FNM. That's close to like $200. Oh, and of course, the art and the flavor text indicate that right there sitting in the coffers is the Mirari artifact. Or I guess the artifact known as Mirari. Let me just summarize entire sets and books worth of lore by saying Karn kind of screwed up by making that. Just kinda. Also, it's OP as balls. Speaking of that, next up we got Yusri, Fortune's Flame. He's a 3 cost 2, 3 Ifrit. He's flying, and when he attacks, choose a number between 1 and 5. Oh, here we go. Flip that many coins. Great. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, he deals 2 damage to you. If you won 5 flips this way, you may cast spells from your hand this turn without paying their mana costs. If you win 5 flips, you cheated. I think you have a 3% chance of that happening, so, start inspecting the coin on the 4th win. Yeah, the fact that this is on attack in the middle of the attack and you don't actually even have to hit them, I think that's a mistake. But whatever, I mean, hopefully when this comes out, it would be absolute top priority to blow up, and hopefully your opponent would be able to. Otherwise, the game is basically over, so kinda pushed here. Plus, who doesn't want to stop playing Magic to flip 5 coins? That just sounds like exactly what I want to do in the middle of a match. The unbelievable lack of just cluelessness in the design of these cards is astonishing. And thankfully, that is the last card. So, wow, what a lineup of trash. I mean, just absolute game-warping garbage. This whole set is trash. It's just absolute trash. So, I modern total write-off at this point. Might as well be historic format. I'm not worried about what these brand new cards will do to Commander, because, I mean, honestly, who even gives a crap about Modern at this point? There's no GPs, there's no in-store play in most places, and nobody uses MTGO, so, it's already a dead format. I don't know why they thought MH2 would be a good idea in general when they could have just done a Masters set. But my guess is since Commander is now by far the most played format, it used to be close to Standard, now, well, you've seen the arena attendance numbers, or, active user numbers. Yeah, Commander's the most played format by a long shot, so this is pretty much just Eternal Masters right here, except without the reprints. Oh, that's why they didn't do a Masters set, so that they could slip brand new crap into here and require us, because of power creep, to buy it. Probably should have seen that coming. Well, that's what they did. Like it or don't, that is exactly, in my opinion, what's going on. So a lot of money cards so far. So if you only care about opening it for money, well, there you go. But anytime it is valuable, it's almost impossible to even find the product. So kind of a double-edged sword there. But if I can get my hands on some or open some on behalf of a store, that's always fun on live stream. So look forward to that. And if you have a modern deck, I think just looking at these, sell it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.